Hello there, this is Pearson Brown. Welcome to this new lesson which is on must or have to. We can use must to show that we are certain something is true. We are making a logical deduction based upon some clear evidence or reason. There's no heating on. You must be freezing. That's logical. You must be worried that she is so late coming home. It's only logical. I can't remember what I did with it. I must be getting old. Oh dear. It must be nice to live in Florida. So warm, so beautiful. We also use must to express strong obligation. When we use must, this usually means that some personal circumstances make the obligation necessary, and you almost certainly agree with this obligation. Let's see some example sentences. I must go to bed earlier. They must do something about it. You must come and see us sometime. I must say, I don't think you are very nice to him. We can also use have to express a strong obligation. But when we use have to, this usually means that this is from some external reason. Let's look at these examples. I have to arrive at work at 9 sharp. My boss is very strict. We have to give him our answers today or lose out on the contract. You have to pass your exams or the university will not accept you. I have to send a report to head office every week. Okay, it's not my obligation. This obligation is imposed upon me. In British English, we often use have got to, which means exactly the same thing as have to. Here are a couple of examples in British English. I've got to take this book back to the library or I'll get a fine. We've got to finish now as somebody else needs this room. Another possibility to talk about strong obligations is to use will have to. Now, will have to, bizarrely, is a bit more like must than it is like have to. So let's see some examples. I'll have to speak to him. We'll have to have lunch and catch up on all the gossip. They'll have to do something about it. I'll have to get back to you on that. Well, as you can see, the differences between have to and must are often very, very small and subtle. However, when we look at the negatives, there's a huge difference. So when we use mustn't, there's a strong obligation not to do something. Let's see some examples. We mustn't talk about it, it's confidential. I mustn't eat chocolate, it's bad for me. You mustn't phone me at work, we aren't allowed personal calls. They mustn't see us talking or they'll suspect something. Okay, an obligation not to do something. Now we use don't have to when there is no obligation. We don't have to get there on time. The boss is away today. I don't have to listen to this. I'm leaving. You don't have to come if you don't want to. He doesn't have to sign anything if he doesn't want to at this stage. I haven't got to go, only if I want to. No obligation. Well, that's it. That's the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Come and visit me at EnglishGrammarSecrets.com and please, please, please subscribe in the button beneath here. It really helps me if you subscribe.